Barbara's winning now, but well, we're going to get past that. Going to get to 20 degrees. Don't worry, have faith. Believe me, I think I'm going to win today. I've got that feeling, I do. Weatherman's 14 degrees, didn't stand a chance, I've got to be honest. Thursday, July 15th, and believe me, absolutely elated today. You're going to love this. Truth and Agony are in the house. But first of all, got to welcome along everybody that's joining us on Facebook Live. Let me do this.
Galaxy 107fm.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 11 after 11 o'clock. Well, 17 degrees, it's already been to 18 degrees, so far Barbara's winning on that one. And today I'm really elated to have Lucy and Bryce joining us out of the band Truth and Agony. Now, I've got to welcome along everybody that's joining us on Facebook Live. If you're going to be watching a little later on over there on YouTube, you know what to do, right? No, you do, actually, sub, thumb, bell, bingo. That what bell notifications when we have important people, of course. And I'm going to ask him if he prefers Lucian or maybe Luke. You never know. But in the meantime, let's kick it off. I'll be all right here with Truth and Agony. Do you prefer Lucian or Luke?
Yeah, Lucian I prefer, yeah.
Yeah, no worries. It's just that I saw when we're coming up here, it's got Luke B written on there, and I thought, oh, okay.
Yeah. Luke is actually my birth name. Lucian's like my stage name, but it's still my same name, yeah.
Right. Did I get it right? Is it Brost?
Brosky.
Brosty. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro. I just
no, close enough, yeah.
wanted to confirm that because, believe me, I'm very good at stumbling over my own tongue.
Hi, Brian.
Oh, nice.
Brian Ferry.
Anthony Ligori's with us as well, our resident Elvis. Bro, I show everybody. I do. Nice to have you on board. Brian's with us.
Yeah.
Wow, nice to have you on board, Brian. Thank you for coming back
And Sean
again.
Simpson.
And Sean Simpson,
Yeah.
we love you, Sean. We really do. Today, Truth and Agony coming out of Saskatchewan. You're going to love these guys. You really are. We love playing them here at Galaxy. Brian says, love you all. How old are you, Barbara?
Howard.
There we go. What's the weather like over there at the moment? You're in the middle of summer, aren't you?
Yeah, hot and mucky and smoky. There's forest fires all over the place. BC, Northern Alberta, Saskatchewan, Ontario, fire everywhere. Smoke and smog, and we're hoping for rain, but it's not looking likely.
If it's not one thing, it's another, right?
Yeah, exactly. Right? Like, I think if we had nothing but everything went our way, people wouldn't know what to do with themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And nothing to complain about as well. That really sucks.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Might be pretty quiet, right?
Oh, man. Thank God beer is essential.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yep.
Let's go to the news.
Be just fine. Yeah, I'll be alright. Yeah, I'll be alright. Yeah, I'll be alright. Yeah, I'll be just fine.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. It is 15, yes, 11:15 a.m. here in New Zealand. 17 degrees. Well, Barbara's already won. It went up to 18 degrees. So we're going to leave it there. But I still hold hope out for my 20 later on today. Thursday, July 15th, and absolutely elated, folks. I really am. Because Lucian is joining us from the band Truth and Agony, coming out of Saskatoon and Saskatchewan. Took me all month one night to learn that. Tell you. Really confused me. Brian, nice. I love the emoji. I really, really do. Brother man, nice to have you back. Welcome back,
Hey,
Lucia.
thanks for having me. Yeah, I hope all's well over there.
Yeah, we're doing really well, actually. I've got to be honest.
Awesome.
We don't have anything COVID-y in our communities anywhere in the country.
Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Our numbers are going down very, very drastically too. People are going out and getting their shot, and people want to get back to life already. Enough of this. Let's get past it.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally agree with you.
Yeah.
We do and are having concerts and everything here in New Zealand, except we're just not having international artists right now. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
But
Well, better be safe than sorry, right? Like,
Well-
it's a lot easier that way, and I'm sure when they give us the green light that the lineups will be down the block for people that want to go see. People want to go see music, and that's just a fact, right? So
it
as soon
really,
as people are allowed to travel, then that's what they'll do.
absolutely, it really, really is that way. And believe me, I couldn't get comfortable actually getting dressed up and looking forward to going to a concert and then heading off out to the lounge to tune in on the interwebby thing. You know what I mean? It doesn't
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
like the same thing, does it? You know, a good substitute for when times are bad, but you know.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. But it's not the same, no.
No, it's not. And believe me, somebody in the trade saying that, wow. But still, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a live kind of guy. You know, I
Yeah.
feed off the band, I feed off the crowd, I feed off the whole energy of the whole concert.
Oh, definitely. It's an experience. It's an experience. Yeah, definitely.
Don't get the same feeling in the lounge, I'm sorry.
No, it's not. I'm sorry, but it's not. No, but you at least you get to show support to the bands that you love. You're showing support, but it's not the same by any stretch. It's not the
No,
same.
absolutely not. And believe me, I've been to some absolutely fantastic shows in my lifetime. I want to recreate that again. You know, I want that to happen again. Believe me. So I can't wait for the borders to open up. Little whisper in the air is something, you know, maybe the first couple of months of next year. It's what our government's looking at. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Yeah,
'Cause
fingers crossed. Yeah.
then we can have talented people like Lucian, for instance, from Truth Agony, come here in New Zealand and play in front of New Zealand audiences. Now, I did ask
we
them.
would love to do that. We would love that. Love it. We would do that without question. We wouldn't even think about it.
Well, believe me, Brad, we would love to have you here. We really,
Awesome.
really would. We're going to talk about that a little later on down the track. But first of all,
Yeah.
I do have a fan question for you. I think I've asked it to you again. But people keep on asking me if you're on, as a fan, how do we get hold of you? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram?
Yeah. We have the standard kind of social media: Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, some things on YouTube. But we weren't expecting things to open as fast as they did here. So now instead of doing the online thing, we're trying to focus back to the live show now. Because we were asking people for shows and they were saying no, and then all of a sudden they started calling us for shows. So we can be found on Facebook at Truth and Agony Music. You can find us on Instagram and TikTok at Truth_and_Agony. And yeah, you can always find our show listings, and anything new that we're doing will always be posted there. We never keep our fans in the dark. They always know where we are, what's going on. You know, we're definitely interacting with them. And it's really cool that the world is opening back up and people can get back to themselves and doing what they love, right?
Absolutely, that's for sure, my friend. And well, you did make a point, you know, that now everything's coming up. People are not knowing what to do. Oh my gosh, we're allowed.
Just last Sunday, they decided that it's optional. It's up to the individual if you want to wear a mask and that kind of stuff. You still have to social distance, but the masks were optional. And I went out and I wasn't wearing a mask. I chose not to, and everyone else still was. And I remember I asked someone, I said, hey, did you know that we don't have to wear masks if you don't want to? And she took hers off. People didn't know. They didn't know. So as long as you wash your hands, if you have your shots, you maintain your distance, you should be okay. You know, like it's things are winding down now. Finally.
Absolutely. Have you had your shots?
Oh yes, definitely.
Okay,
Yeah.
what brand did you have?
Pfizer.
Okay, you got the Pfizer. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I think with performing arts in Canada, like I'm not just talking music, I'm also talking like theater and like dance and stuff. I believe you're gonna have to be vaccinated if you want to travel within Canada, even within Canada, right? So if you plan on playing in a band, it's just something you have to do, and it keeps you safe, it keeps other people safe, it keeps the people you love safe. So go do it.
Absolutely, and I can relate to that. We were actually mentioning that in the breakfast show this morning. Barbara brought that subject up, that if New Zealand bands wants to go overseas, for instance, and do shows over there, that definitely nobody will take them unless they have got their little certificate.
Not. No, from what I understand is when Canada opens up for international travel, like for music and performances, that will be like the first thing that they'll ask is you'll have to prove it. And there's no getting around it, so it's so much easier to just handle it, and you can get back to playing music and doing what you love to do. It just, take the conspiracy theory and all that nonsense out of it and just look at the simple facts, so it's pretty easy decision to make. If playing music's really what you want to do, then it's a very minor inconvenience,
Absolutely, I'm right there with you, Lucien. I really am. But at the same time, here in New Zealand, this is rather amusing to me, actually, because I thought it would have been one of the no-brainers of our government. They've been doing so well right now, but I think they're letting themselves down here, where they're not doing a mailbox drop, letting you know where you can go, phone numbers, or anybody to contact to go and get your jab. Now, here in
Saskatchewan, it's all posted on like a Saskatchewan health website, and it has everything and anything you need listed. Any question you could possibly have is there. You just call, make the time, go for the drive, get your jab. Takes 2 seconds, you're out. That's it.
I get that, but here in New Zealand, we've pretty much got the same thing. But then again, there's a lot of people that can't ride a bike, let alone turn on a computer sometimes, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that New Zealanders are dumb or anything like that. It's just, some people can't do it. So, a little letter drop letting them know of the age groups, where to go, what numbers. Here, I tell you what, here in the Bay of Plenty, the health line to book your COVID vaccination is literally Tauranga 0800 829 829 000. And Whakatane, just down the road here, 0800 829 001. 65 plus right now, go and give them a call, go and make arrangements. Take care and get that done. Literally. You know what I mean?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Absolutely. Not saying you'd be a bad citizen if you don't get it done. Me, myself, I'm still organic. Haven't been jabbed yet, or stabbed, if you want to put it like that. But I intend to at some stage.
It's all a choice. And if someone doesn't want to do it, I have no right to try and intimidate them to do it because I'm afraid. I wouldn't do that, It's all a choice, right? And as long as you wash your hands, maintain your distance, things will be fine.
Absolutely. Yeah. But at the same time, I do recommend people go and do it. It's to save your life at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So please, not only your life, but other people around you. So save their lives, be responsible, go and get yourself that jab and take care of yourself. I am going to. Barbara's going to in the next few days, I gather. Yeah, very shortly anyway. Roots of Broken. Tell me about this, Lucien.
Roots of Broken, I'm actually a recovering addict myself. And Roots of Broken is a song about addiction, and it's about that you don't just treat the fact that someone is doing drugs too much or drinking or whatever it may be, but you need to treat the cause of why that's happening. If you want to do something about addiction, you need to work with trauma. It's trauma that causes addiction. So the song's about healing trauma. Okay. And it's a very emotional song, and it's possibly the best guitar solo I've ever recorded. Love it. I love it.
Well, I got to be honest with you. As an engineer, I absolutely love this track as well. I really do. I don't listen to music as a fan would. I listen to it as an engineer and or a DJ. Believe me, I break it down into some increments. This is a fantastic track. It really, really is. Here's Roots of Broken here at Galaxy with Truth and Agony. How you feeling, brother?
Wonderful. Yeah.
Nice. It's supposed to be winter here, but 19 degrees. Actually, I'm there. I wouldn't for a change. That makes a change.
He's not joking. It's quite warm for winter.
Go ahead, have a puff, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed
supposed to be quitting. So the news that I have is we're going to be recording an EP here starting this weekend with Earl Pereira, who was the bassist of Wide Mouth Mason, and he's now with a group called the Steadies. They just got signed, so it's a major label fella who's been in the music scene for 30 years. I think it's a huge boost for us. Huge boost.
Nice.
So we start that on Saturday, and I have a show on Friday, and I have rehearsal at 8 tonight, 8 tomorrow, show, recording, show. Yeah, things are just piling up really fast.
Awesome, bro. That's what I love to hear. I really love this. I really do, because it means somebody out there is actually getting back to norm. You know?
We're trying our best, you know, and we understand that there's going to be smaller crowds. Like we understand that people are nervous and some are afraid, and we get that, you know. But we're going to go out and play for the ones that do want to come see us. Like we will happily go out there and play for the bartender and the doorman. We'll happily go do it.
That's your grassroots crowd right there.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. Take care of your grassroots. Everything else will unfold along with it. It really will.
I never understood bands that just rely on their social media to expand. Like, you have to go play shows. You have to.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And
you do the social media when you're not playing shows, not the other way around.
Absolutely. And you give it 110% each time. It doesn't matter if it's just the doorman and the barman or a million people there. You give it your best every time.
Yeah.
Absolutely, bro. And I respect that. As an engineer, literally, I've been a front of house engineer and a studio engineer. So
yeah, you were saying, yeah. So you know what it's all about, right?
Exactly. And as I say to you, you know, I just don't get that same feeling in the lounge. Here's something for you. I actually found something on my couch the other day. Never seen it because, look, I go to the bloody lounge to go and watch sport, and there hasn't been a hell of a lot of that on. But then I found something on my couch. It even said hello. I found out I was married to her.
Throw at him.
Yeah, throw somebody at me.
My father always told me if you get married to spend twice on your couch what you do on your bed. I said, why is that? He's like, you'll find out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hello. I fully understand. Actually, I've got to be honest with you. We've had maybe 2 weeks of technical problems here at Galaxy.
I was seeing a little bit about it, yeah.
Gone
you guys
through
get that
them.
all figured out? What happened?
Oh, I'll let you know when I've got a month to tell you, really.
Oh, yeah.
But I've been spending...
It seemed like a mess. Yeah, it seemed like a mess. Yeah.
The last 2 weeks I've been living here, literally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Took a while. Well, hold on. Thank you.
Galaxy.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 29 after 11 o'clock, 19 degrees, 81. We've actually been to my high now, so I'm going to take it anyway. Thursday, July 15th, and believe me, I'm absolutely elated to catch up with Lucian Brosti. You know, how long have you been singing, Lucian?
All my life. Like, I started taking music seriously when I was 13, 14, so since then, yeah, I've been doing it ever since, yeah.
It shows. You can hear it in your voice. When I listen, as you know, I break it down and listen in a different way to everybody else. I listen to your voice especially, you know what I mean, and how you perform your songs and the way that you transpose that out to the listening audience, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can tell. You've been doing this for longer than a minute, I've got to be honest, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've got to be honest, I absolutely love it. I really, really do. You've got a wonderful voice. and we do love playing it here at Galaxy. And, well, we're getting huge amounts of people wanting to hear more and more of Truth and Agony. So, pat on the back for you. I'm just wondering, just wondering where you stole the no trespassing sign from.
Oh, well, actually, it's a video surveillance too, and you know, I'm gonna have to change some names to protect the horribly guilty. But John and Joe and myself kind of ended up with it one day, and yeah, we started with a 6-pack, ended with about 4 or 5 more, and now I have a sign.
Believe me, when I was younger, I don't know whether you'd remember this, but here in New Zealand, when the council used to do a lot of roadworks way back in the day, they used to put up these white wooden gates kind of things. They were big, heavy kind of, and painted white. And then they would have what looked like a railway flashing light, an orange one.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Hang that on so the motorists could see that there was a hole in the road, don't hit the thing. Being replaced these days, of course, with the orange road cone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But back in those days, started off with one, you know, I don't know how this happened, but literally one day I woke up in my bedroom to about 20 of the suckers in there. We got
Like came on and off.
exactly. I mean, you wake up and go, it was a wild night, I got to be honest, but
Must have been, must have been.
They did that to
yeah,
my
it was
daughter.
rather amusing trying to return them back to the local council at the time. You know, sorry, I don't know how this happened, but yes.
They did that to
Yeah,
my
can you
daughter.
turn them
Her
off,
friends
please?
would go to the bedroom.
Yeah, the guys I used to hang out with at the time, they were crazy. They really, really were. The way it's supposed to be, I would say, you know, you got to hang out with some crazy people.
Yeah, I have once or twice in my time. Yeah.
Yeah, but I believe you. I do.
Yeah.
So tell me about the way it's supposed to be.
The way it's supposed to be, I started it as an acoustic song, and I think I was I wrote it actually over 10 years ago, and I think I was at a point in my life where nothing was going right, you know, nothing was going right, but I wasn't willing to put in the work to make it go right. I was just kind of expecting it to happen. And then as soon as I realized that the way it was supposed to be was that I needed to do the work, I got a song out of it. And it worked, and yeah, it worked really good. It's a really good song. Yeah, I'm very, very proud of it.
Well, I got to be honest with you, people absolutely love it. They're requesting it here at Galaxy. We love playing it. So right here, right now, with, of course, the man himself, Lucian, from Truth and Agony. Here it is, the way it's supposed to be. Lucian, are you religious?
Nope, I'm not.
Okay, that's cool, because I was actually talking to somebody the other day, and I asked her if she was religious. She goes, yes. I said, so you know the Bible and everything inside the Bible? And she goes, yeah. I says, okay, so you know how many references to the internet there are on the Bible? And she goes, no. I said, yeah, of course you do. I mean, let's go right back to one of the very first internet users was Adam and Eve. And she goes, how do you figure that? And I says, well, they had an apple.
Yeah.
Right? It only, the limited kind of deal though, it only had one bite.
Yeah.
And she goes, I get it. And I says, well, you know, what about Moses? Now, Moses, again, was one of the very first internet users, but reception's not that good. He had to get up high, right?
Yeah.
And she goes, yeah. I says, so where did he download from? The cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
She's,
he did, yeah.
Now she's wetting herself. And I says, don't forget, it had to be downloaded onto his tablet.
Yeah. Yeah. First tablet first. Yeah.
Exactly. But then I sort of says to her, well, you know, let's get away from that. But, you know, do you remember the Last Supper? And she goes, yeah. I says, you remember, you know, dude's hanging out with his 12 mates, you know, getting on the sauce and everything, having a good time? And she goes, yeah. I says, at the end of that night, he turns around to his mates and says, come on, guys, drink up and be merry, because for tomorrow, Judas is taking me to see Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah. Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails is actually suing Spotify right now or something like that. Or
I heard
he's
this.
doing, he's doing like a big piracy kind of battle, I guess, or something, and just makes him seem like a really greedy guy, you know. And I don't know.
Well, I suppose if you don't have a certain amount of greed, you don't get too far. But hey,
If someone told me, hey, I love your second album, I stole it, I'd be proud.
yeah, me too. Me too. In fact, I
Yeah.
Let's go back to the desk. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 24 away from lunchtime, 12 o'clock, 19 degrees. So we've gone past Barbara's anyway, and I'm loving that, I really am. Thursday, July 15th, and believe me, absolutely elated to have Lucien from Truth Agony joining us out of Saskatoon. That's not easy for a Kiwi to say. You know, we are good at saying the fucker words like fuckatani or something like that, you know what I mean? Fuckapapa.
Yeah.
Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. I hope I've got good elocution there, you know, good diction or something like that to get it out. But you know where I'm talking about, right? Over there in Canada on the other side of the world with all the friendly people. Yeah, absolutely. Like us Kiwis, nice and friendly. And Lucien, let me give a shout out, and believe me, I got to find it now. I had it. Where did we go? I was going to give a shout out to the boys in the band, and I had a list of them here, including your drummer, because I was rather fascinated with your drummer's last name.
Yo.
Yo. I bet he gets a lot of that.
He does, yeah. He's such a good man. He's just such a joy to have in my band, and he's a glass half empty kind of fella too. So I can just imagine being stuck in a tour bus with him, and I think we'll have a good time. Yeah. Oh, he's great. He's so great. Just last weekend we went out as a whole band with my guitarist and his wife and my wife and Adam, and we went floating on inner tubes down the river, and it was one of the first times we ever really hung out together for an afternoon that didn't involve music, and it was just awesome. It was awesome.
Love that.
They're not only bandmates, but they're my brothers and my friends. You know.
You know, I was thinking, to be very honest with you, be lucky not to get, you know, whiplash at places. You know, everybody, yo, you know.
Yeah.
Literally, that was the first thing that came to mind. Also, Blaine Darcy, we want to say hi to him. He's a great guitarist. Bassist, Heto Morgado, is that right?
Yeah, you know what? We actually parted ways with our bassist, Eeyore Morgado. About a month ago, we amicably parted ways with him. It was just too much commitment for him. He's a semi-professional BMX rider, and that's his first love. And I didn't want to have him make a choice between the two. So we shook hands, and I wish him the best, you know, and we're currently looking for a bass player. But we're going to head into the studio to record this EP here this weekend. And Earl Pereira, the ex-bassist of White Wolf Bass and the current bassist of the Steadies, is going to step in and fill in the bass, as well as be recording us. So it's pretty cool, but if we want to go play shows, we need a full-time bassist. So anyone out there watching in Canada playing bass, need a band, give us a call.
There you go. Believe me, you've just given it a big plug. You really have.
Awesome.
Now, Truth and Agony, put together, 2019?
Yeah.
How did that happen? How did you put everybody together here?
Well, I started Truth and Agony, as I've said before, I'm a recovering addict. And when I first got clean, I had this huge block of time that I wanted to fill constructively and productively. I wanted to do something positive with it. So I had some songs that I've been kicking around for 3 years and playing and singing and stuff like that. And I figured, you know, since I'm saving money as well because now I'm clean, why don't I record them? Like record an album just to put it on the shelf and say, hey, you know, this is what I did when I first got clean. Always remember that and be proud of it. But when I started playing the songs for people, the response was so huge that they wanted more music. So I put an ad out, and Adam answered it first. And I only had the ad up for maybe a day, 2 days, and Adam answered it. And he came over, and I met him, and we hit it off instantly. And he said, well, hey, I have a friend who plays guitar. And that was Blaine. So I said, well, bring him by. And then Blaine came by, and we all hit it off. And then Blaine said, well, hey, I have a friend named Ador who plays bass. So he came by. But it just, Ador thought that we were going to be staying in the basement and playing for fun. But we're doing interviews like with Galaxy, and like we're playing shows, and things are happening for us. And it just overwhelmed them. And, I wish them the best, but we're on the search for it. But the show doesn't stop there, so we have to keep going. And I'm pretty sure with when we release this 5-song EP, we can use that kind of like our resume. Like, hey, this is our most current sound, and this is what we sound like. And I hopefully it goes easy, there's tons of people out there that want to play in a band that takes it seriously. Like, how many people have played in bands where you were the only one who took it serious and the other guys didn't, So hopefully we can meet someone that's on the same page as us and we hit it off, and we can head into studio in October and record our second album here.
I am absolutely excited about that, and I hope you're going to release a few more new songs with us.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Very cool, Versiom, because believe me, I absolutely love your sound. I've said this to you in the past, and it strengthens every time I hear your music. It really, really does. So,
thank you.
I'm fast becoming a hardcore. Okay.
Oh, nice. Right on. Yeah, we love them. We love them, yeah.
Very, very cool. So tell me about Walkaway Beats.
Okay, a friend of mine, probably one of my closest friends, his name's Dred, he lives in Winnipeg. He's more of a country western kind of guy, and I told him, I said, if I ever get clean, that I'll record a country western style song with you singing it. And I got clean, and he had just gotten carpal tunnel surgery, and I told him that, hey, you got to keep that promise. And he drove all the way here from Winnipeg, stayed with me for 2 weeks while we did some songs on the album. And Walkaway Boots was a song I wrote with him that I never ever planned to record or play live, but it turned out so good, and he's such a good singer that it just blew up all on its own.
Well, I got to be honest with you, it's making a huge impact here at Galaxy. It really, really is.
Oh, excellent.
We're getting a huge amount of people wanting to hear it all the time, so believe me, it is an absolute pleasure. It really is a pleasure to play Walkaway Beats here at Galaxy with Truth and Agony. It's hot in here. It is hot in here. It's supposed to be winter time. Oh well, never mind. We get that.
It is dead in the middle of summer for us.
I heard there was parts of Canada up to 50 degrees.
Oh, that was in BC where those forest fires are. It got to 52 degrees with the humidity.
Wow, that's hot.
Like elderly people were dropping dead in the street because they couldn't breathe. Just the humidity, yeah. And then that whole town is called Lytton, Lytton. The whole town burned down. Whole town gone, and it burnt down in 80 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was so hot and dry that a lightning hit just north of there, and whoosh, gone.
Tender, eh? Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. You guys get some fires over there pretty bad in New Zealand, Australia, over in that area too, eh? Yeah.
Absolutely. I tell you what, we're pretty lucky here in New Zealand, but we do go and assist Australia when they have their fires, like the Blue Mountains, for instance, not so long ago.
Yeah, that was terrible. I remember a bunch of Canadian firefighters went to help.
Yeah.
It was awful. That was awful, yeah.
I think we all sort of get together and try and help each other out when there's situations like this, if you know what I mean. I remember we sent some people over to California for the California fires just recently.
Oh, yeah,
well,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
so,
That was really bad too, yeah.
So believe me, we know what it's like. We do.
Yeah.
And right here where we are right now, we're actually surrounded by forest of all things.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We're in between three major cities, but we're a little milling town in between them.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, actually, we were a milling town because we closed our mill down.
Yeah.
Lots of jobs lost. That's depressing. Yeah. That's depressing. I don't want to talk about that
No,
because,
no,
you know, there's
that's,
lots of my friends here in this town that have been upset with us. So, we'll move on. But one thing I will say is your next song, Lead the Way, my bro, is topping the charts with you right now. Literally.
Oh, excellent.
People are just relating to this song. They really are.
Yeah.
I'll give you the stats when I get them through my headphones and stuff like that. Believe me, you'll be impressed. But I know offhand, if I remember right, I looked at it earlier on this morning, about 3,100 requests so far.
Oh, wow.
You know,
Excellent.
so not bad. Not bad
Yeah,
at
that's
all.
not bad at all.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
And we'll talk about it. Now, I'm going to let you know this because I think it's rather quirky. I love this idea. And I quote, Brosty is one of those music fans who owns a t-shirt from any local band he comes across.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I have a huge amount of t-shirts from bands that, you know, give me, because I love to be able to promote people's brands, you know what I mean, while I'm doing this. Huge amount of people watching this go out, get on the interwebby, find out who I'm wearing. Today, Ashley Pater, the darling, coming out of British Columbia, Vancouver actually. Love, young Ashley Pater, and respect to John as well. But I was just going to say, how would you like to send me a Truth and Agony t-shirt so that I could wear it while I'm doing interviews and stuff
definitely.
like that?
I was gonna send some before, but we sold out of them. Like we were sold out of them. So we're making another run here actually pretty soon. So when I do, I'll get your and Barb's sizes and I'll send you some.
Awesome. Well, you know, even my producer says she would love one as well. So you know, I'll get Barbara to send you all the details.
Please do. Yeah.
Love it. Now I've got a fan question for you, and believe me, a young lady coming out of Toronto by the name of Beverly has asked, Lucian, what's the secret to your success? Because believe me, she's in the industry, she's a struggling indie artist. How does she make it to the big leagues like you?
Well, we haven't quite made it to the big leagues, I wouldn't say, but we have definitely advanced from where we were starting. And I think the thing for success is that at all times you got to be true to yourself. You can't sacrifice your art for money or to make someone else happy. Like, ask yourself the question, if I couldn't make money doing this, would I still do it? For me, the answer is absolutely. You know, and I'm happy playing for my wife in the kitchen than I am walking on stage for 5,000 people. It's all the same to me. So as long as you stay true to yourself and you believe in what you're doing, someone, and like Grant says, if when you go out and play, you give 110% every night, someone will notice that. Someone will notice that and want to get behind that. So literally all you have to do is be you. That's it.
Absolutely. Don't be anybody else. They're all taken. Be yourself.
That's right.
From my point of view, though, damned hard work, persistence, and yes, believe in yourself. Don't give up. Get out there and be you, 100%. And I absolutely recommend it. Now, Beverly, if you are going to be releasing a song or anything like that, get in touch with Barbara. We'll have a look at it. And, well, you never know. You might be getting promoted here at Galaxy as well. So that is a door to the secret of your success. But in the meantime, my friend, I want to let you know this. 3,181 requests to date and still climbing for Lead the Way. Tell me,
Oh, wonderful.
tell me how this got so popular. What's the secret behind this one?
You know, when I recorded Lead the Way, I really didn't think that it would be what it's become. You know, I wouldn't say it was a throwaway song because I don't have those. You know, I put effort into all of them, but Lead the Way was one that I wasn't really focused on. You know, I didn't really focus on it. But it has that violin, and when you listen to acoustic guitar and a male singing and violin, or a female singing, it evokes such emotion in you. The violin and the piano are two instruments that, when you listen to them, it can literally make you sad. It can make you happy. And so the violin added with the message of the song, which is about being true to yourself. It clicked with a lot of people who had never heard of my band, had never heard of me, and someone just started sharing it and sharing it and sharing it and sharing it. And so we've gotten a lot of love for the song, and we're looking forward to playing it live. We've been in some talks with some violin players that are more than happy to come help us live. So it's been great, and 3,100 views. Thank you, New Zealand and the world. You know, it's awesome.
I tell you what, when you get hold of Miss May playing violin for you, you know, send me a ticket because I want to come and see that one.
Oh yeah.
Literally. But in the meantime, 3,181 requests, 83, thank you, gone up to right there is the man himself, Lucian Brosty, and the band Truth Agony. Here's their most requested song, Lead the Way. Well done. Well done. Absolutely brilliant. Oh dear, I'm hoping that, you know, I'm still stuck on this t-shirt of yours and the meaning behind it and everything that you're promoting there, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm dearly hoping that they're not going to find anybody else.
Oh, they will.
Yeah,
There was over 90,000 kids that didn't make it home. Oof. They're here in the ground in Canada. And the fact that the Catholic Church is saying, well, it's Canada's fault. Canada's fault. It's because they don't want to have to pay. That's why, you know, and it's a really big mess, and it's divided our country, you know, and it's really, really awful. And like the last residential school closed in '96, I think. So it's been quite some time that this has gone on, but the fallout from it, the survivors of it, it's just destroyed generations of families. It's just destroyed them. And the fact that no one wants to own up and say, well, hey, you know, times were a lot different then, and we really screwed up, but there's no one to blame because the people that were in charge of it are long gone now, you know, so what are they, you know, it's a big mess, and it's a big open wound, and I really hope that something can be done to start the healing, because there are so many people that are hurting in this country from it, and it should not be happening in a first world nation like Canada. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Is there any
it's
way...
such a stain on the history of a proud and very beautiful and friendly country.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I'm right there with you. Is there any way of identifying these people?
You know, I believe that they're probably going to start doing like the genetic kind of like DNA and things like that, because one thing about the First Nations family in Canada is they're the First Nations. They've been here forever.
Yeah.
So you can trace the lineage from that far back, and you can guaranteed find a relative.
Nice. It's just that,
I think it'll be a lot easier to identify than people think.
To be able to give them a name and give them a decent burial with respect.
Exactly.
That's the reasoning behind that question.
To bring them home.
Yes.
To bring them home.
Yes.
You know? They were stolen from their families, and so let's bring them home.
Absolutely.
At the very least we could do is bring them home.
Absolutely, bro. I am 100% right there with you. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and it's 5 away from lunchtime, 12 o'clock, almost time to switch over to the other studio. It is 15 degrees downtown. That does wrap it up for us right now, and I'm going to say thank you to Lucian very, very quickly, but Lucian, please, 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 will you come back again?
Oh, definitely, definitely. I love coming here. We'll be coming here forever. And I'll see if I can't bring that Adam Yo back if you can crack a couple jokes on his dollar, you know?
Oh, yo, I like
yeah,
that.
Oh, he'd love that. Yeah, good guy.
Nice, nice. Now, we are going to do a couple of things, as you know, after we do this. Got something new for you this time, Dave Bro. Yeah, not only do we do the crazy photos and Barbara makes a movie and all that sort of thing, and we put it on YouTube and everything like that. But Lucian, we're going to make you a cartoon this time.
Oh, okay, cool.
And it really is a cool, you know, one of the very few things that actually makes me look good.
Oh, yeah. Remember what Jessica Rabbit said? I'm not bad, I'm just drawn that way.
Yeah, exactly. Well, believe me, I'm kind of grateful I'm drawn that way, I've got to be honest. Cause,
okay, cool.
You know, wow. Got a great voice for radio, good face for radio, but yeah. In the meantime, don't go anywhere just now, Lucian. For those of you that are joining us and have joined us this morning here at Galaxy, got to thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to come and have a bit of time with us here in New Zealand with absolutely stunning artists, much like Lucian Brosti from the band Truth Agony, coming out of Saskatchewan, getting around it, yep. But in the meantime, don't forget, if you're going to watch it over there on YouTube, yeah, sub, thumb, bell. Bingo. Have a great day. Catch up with you soon. But in the meantime, Lucy, hang in there. Right here at Galaxy. Yeah, let's go back in time, actually, and go to Natalie Cole. Yeah, way back in 1975.